Don't listen to this guy. He'll shatter your soul and dreams. Stay away while you can.
Oh man, I was reviewed by Dominic, and ever since then I'm having nightmares. Would recommend though.
Thanks for the review, Dominic. Now I'm sad.
What is up, party poopers? Hello, my name is Dominic. What is your name? Yeah, we did the same thing last time already. Let me just switch some things on and off. Do you hear me? You know, first of all, if you hear me, hit the one button or hit the hello button. If you have a hello button on your phone or on your keyboards. If you do have a hello button, I'd like to talk to you because I've never seen that before. Yeah, there's your business idea. Your 21st century business idea. What's up, people? Yo, when this starts. Oh, it could be there's a lag, huh? It just started, in case you didn't know. Yeah, this is live. We're live. We have a party, my friends. Yeah, so, welcome here, all of my friends. You know, last time I kind of got a little bit too much. That's why today I'm just drinking water, in case you didn't know. It's a little bit dirty water, but what should I do? You know, can't go out to get some new water. Yo, what's up, people? What's up, Joy Deep Dab? Nice name, nice, interesting name. What's up, Zach Stone? I think you were here before. I've heard your name before somewhere, right? Yeah, but anyway, do you hear me loud and clear? It's really hard, again, to read these things, even though it's just water, at least right now. So, hello, Dominic from Dominic. Yo, Dominic. Oh, man, I remember. We talked today. You told me about something about this the software, which I actually didn't have the time to check. Because, my friends, and, you know, for all the people who have never tuned in to one of our live stream party sessions, you know, we're just going to have a little bit of a chat here. You know, today we're probably not going to be as long as last time because it was actually pretty long. And I can't last too long because I'm old. You know, I'm 13. Yeah, but we're going to talk a little bit. Maybe I'm going to get some people to join me via Zoom, okay? I still haven't figured out exactly how that's going to work, but, you know, I figured whatever. You know, we're here every week. So we're going to get you in here, some of you at least, to have a chat, whatever it is. I have no idea how that works with the audio. Oh man, I should have tested that before. And then of course we're going to do some profile reviews. A few of them. Today a little bit shorter ones because apparently the last ones were really long. So, hello from Mauritius Island. Oh. What's up? You know, is there a way, you know, I don't know, you people know this probably better, but is there a way to be able to read those messages a little bit better? Because, yeah. Or am I just slow for that? I'm wondering why they still let me fly an airplane. The chat box is for me. So, how can you read all of this? How can you... Gone. Did you say all of these comments? So, first of all, my friends, you know, don't spam here, apparently, because then I can't see anybody. You know the rules already. I see people, you know, applying the rules that I have somewhere in this box. Where is the box? Here? Probably here. Yeah. So, what's going on? Iconic Nights. Where are you guys from? You know, this is for me the thing that I love to hear the most because it actually moved me. It moves me a little bit. And it moved me right before I came here. There was like 60 people waiting, you know? And I was just like, man, 60 people waiting all over the world, you know, just to see this thing, which moved me a little bit. I might have cried for quite a few hours. That's why, yeah. So, hello from India. Hello, yo, dope, Dominic, damn, drill down. Yo, I will drill down. Yeah, today I'll be super bad again. What's going on? Go live on Instagram. Yeah, I could go live on Instagram. I could go live on Instagram as well, right? We don't have to do. Okay, we're gonna try that. You're gonna be part of this experiment right here. You know, you're part of my beta group. Wow. So, but I did take a look at one of your profiles because that's how it is now. You know, because you can always drop down your profiles below my videos. below this video or in my comment section or wherever. And I took a look at one of you guys' profile, but just for 1 second. So we're still gonna check this out really quick in a few minutes once everybody's settled in. You know, just take a seat, have a drink with me together. Hello, Czech. Yeah, here's the thing. The border is closed. I always go to the Czech Republic, which is actually just not even an hour probably away from here, from Vienna. I go to Brno. It's a very interesting name of a city, I know. I like to go there to a very specific spa. Yeah, I'm one of those people. But, you know, I can't right now anymore. Northern Ireland. Yo, man. Ohio. What's up, Germany? Turkey. Is this your home? Yeah, this is my home. This is not my studio. Because you probably know the videos, but we're in my studio or in my office. But it was just, you know, sometimes I'm a little bit, sometimes I don't want to leave the house, or I don't want to drive back and forth to the office because traffic and stuff. So I just built this here. I'm just sitting here. What's up? What's up? It's just too fast. So we can try to do this live on Instagram, I guess. You know, I've never done this before, which is kind of weird. I should have done this. Moldova back. You know, hello from NYC. Yeah, I actually should be there right now, probably at a birthday party. I go there for an annual birthday party. It's not happening. You know, go figure. But I should be there. I'll try to come back as soon, though. As soon as this whole thing is kind of over, you're going to find me in New York City. India, Poland, South Africa. Oh, man. New York City again. Belgium. Vienna. Whoa. You know, we're getting here. They're pretty local here. Texas. Yeah. Greece. Man. Israel. You guys are all over the world. It's amazing. You guys are where I want to be right now. Serbia. I don't know if I want to be in Serbia right now, but I heard good things, actually. Poland. Again. Yeah. So, what are we going to do? So, there's a few things that I've planned for today. First of all, before we get into our meeting, before we get somebody of you live in, how are we going to do that, by the way? Is anybody going to help me with this? I need a producer, apparently. Denmark. Hello, Denmark. Hey, Germany. Anyway, we're going to just pick one random person who's going to drop by in the live. At least one person, maybe later another. Turn up volume, please. You don't hear me? Is it okay volume wise? Let me just check my streaming software here. It should actually be super loud, to be honest. Let me just a little bit more. But yeah. So, and yeah, you know, I don't know if you've noticed that, but I have a couple of specials again for all of you people here, because you're my special friends. Anybody know this video? Like, you're my special friend. But this you know, but if the girls ask, you know, what are we actually? You know, if you're dating with them, and you know, what are you? And you just sent them this video of this girl or this boy saying, you know who you are, you my friend, you my special friend. Anyway, you're my special friend. I have specials for you. So down in the description, if it's not there for you yet, just hit the refresh button. First of all, my Instagram Startup Accelerator program, I marked down the price just for the length of this video here, of this live video here. Hopefully, the connection is not going to drop out because we have internet problems in Vienna. All the Vienna people who are watching, you have internet problems as well, because it out, you know, really. So there down below, it's pretty marked down, I would say, just here for the next, I don't know, hour or something. Plus, you get to be able to win one spot of my upcoming Instagram Black File, which is dropping on Monday. You know, you can be one of the 5 people who get the joint totally for free. Maybe we're gonna take a look at what's gonna happen in the Black File, because I sure as hell am really excited for that. It's basically all my knowledge combined about Instagram marketing, about growing a brand, a real brand. You know, everything, the whole branding things that make you stand out. You know, I figured out kind of a code that you know, if you implement that, the people, you know, the people who come to your profile, the people who become your followers, slowly start turning into fans. Slowly start building into your tribe, which is something that you want to go for. Because then you get to be able to do what I'm doing right now. A lot of growth hacks, some secret things that I can never talk about on YouTube. We have a Facebook group as well. Where yeah, I don't want to talk too much, but yeah, be sure to drop down below. There's some link to get on the waiting list because it's only going to be open mostly for the people on the waiting list. Plus, I don't know how many people are going to join, but we're going to see. We can't probably take everybody. So if you're on the waiting list, you probably have a good chance to get on this spot. To get a spot, you want to take a peek, huh? You want to get a peek inside? Let me just show you a sneak peek into this whole thing. I hope you can see this right now. Yeah, this is part of what's gonna happen. First of all, there's gonna be 12 hours step-by-step training, 12 plus hours. Here's the thing, and this is a Dominic style. It's not 100% done yet. I mean, it's all recorded, everything is done, but I still have to cut the last chapter. We're gonna have checklists. We're gonna be able to copy. I'm gonna go over through my funnels that get that I have from Instagram, that I started even from Instagram when I started, that I do from Instagram right now, that earn me money. You're gonna get mastermind. You're gonna get other funnels. For example, my Instagram black file, the Instagram Startup Accelerator, which I mainly sell through three. In case you're interested in that at all, I mainly sell through first of all YouTube, second of all email, but also about 40% of the sales come in through my Instagram. Which is kind of meta in a way, but I'm gonna be breaking down exactly what I did there. You can copy and paste everything. Just paste it in there. There's gonna be some other secrets in there only on the launch date. And some other stuff. And you want to take a peek inside how this is gonna look. Let's just this is not fully done yet, as you can see. I'm being super honest with you. It's gonna be done probably tomorrow, and there's a lot of interesting videos there. For example, where can we take a look? Get rid of a shadow ban. We have a lesson in there, for example, about shadow ban. I haven't completed the lesson yet. I'm only 24% complete apparently. This, for example, really interesting stuff in there. Some other really interesting things. My agency funnel exposed. Some ads, growing with ads, because that's a very good way to do that. Yeah. But that's about it. Let me go back to the camera and let me go back to the chat box. I have to get some streaming set up here because I dig to be able to see the chat box. What's going on, people? So you guys are amazing. You know why? Because you guys follow the rules. You guys keep hitting that chat box. Gotta stay hydrated. So before we get into the first person that I'm gonna pick, okay? What did I want to say? Before we get into that, why not take somebody in? I hope. Let me just check something out really quick. I hope I can make, a live, some live thing happen. People join in from the live. So, are we gonna do this? Are you ready, people? Are you ready? So, microphone problem. What about the microphone problem? You hear me, or is there some problem? Bad audio. Oh, man. Is it back? Is it back? Yeah, there seems to be. Okay. It's probably the internet, my friends. Like I said, Austria, at least in my internet, has problems right now, and I pay for the most expensive one there is available, and it's still slow as fuck. I'll tell you how it is. So, if we're back, tell me, everybody, if I'm back, if the audio's okay, because then we're gonna take somebody in live on the Instagram. So, go to the Instagram, hit my page up. Still audio 2 out of 10. What's going on here? Let me just check something really quick. So, are we back? I realized I have to keep talking, right? In case so that you, yeah. So what's going on with the audio? That would be really interesting. Um, bad audio. Oh man, and this is why I should have a producer here. You know, if you want to drop, yeah, I have one for you. So we're still waiting for the audio because I know there is some lags. There's some lags. You know, internet slow lag is here because I kind of see my stream here, but this is like 10 minutes ago or something like this. So hit the live here in the YouTube and the Facebook, cuckoo, in the Instagram. Checking connection. We're just gonna take my own connection from the YouTube. Pause due to poor connection. This is what's happening. So we're live here on the Instagram. We're just gonna wait for people to join in the Instagram, and one of the first people who gets in, we're just gonna have a chat. And here is the thing. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to, listen to you guys. Oh wait, let me check how to do that. What's up? What's up, people? It's kind of Inception style, Here's what's happening, really. I don't know where I should look, in this camera or in this camera. So first of all, is the mic okay again? Yo, people. So if you just joined in, if you don't know what's up, we're gonna pick one of you to have a chat on YouTube, Instagram live. So let me check. Oh, there's already people sending me requests. How exciting is that? Actually, so exciting that I have to go to pee. No, I'm just kidding. So let me just have a sip of my dirty water. It's by. Before you ask me if I remember you, of course I remember you. So we're just gonna have some people in there. So go live with, I'm just gonna be picking a random person, okay? Just random ad. So here's the thing though, I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to hear what's going on, because let me just check something really quick. Because the audio kind of seems to not work, huh? Yo, man, can you... Oh, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining me. Can everybody hear our friend? What's your name, man? Oh, man, I want to... Can you say that again? I want to try to do that. Oh, man, it's not possible for me. So what are you up to, man? What's up? Have you have any questions, or what's going on? Are you at home? Okay. So, but you just said you just started a couple of days ago, or what? Okay, which means... Oh, wait a minute. I'm really sorry. I have to change back something here on my stream on YouTube, because apparently I put the wrong thing here. There you go. Now you're live. So here's the thing. Here it sucks. YouTube sound was okay. Here it sucks. Okay, so here's the thing. You probably just started... You just said you started a couple of days ago, or what? And what did you do? Because usually things are not going to happen after a couple of days, if you know what I mean, Okay. 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 Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay, there could be a few things happening. There's actually a few things happening. First of all, because of the spam issue, it seems to be an issue all the time. If you did you create this totally new, the whole account? Okay. Okay, what did you do with it before? Because I'm sure the account was flagged before due to some weird issue. Uh, okay, did you log in with a different app, or the account create? Where did you create the account with a different phone or something? Because Instagram can get really sketchy when you use a new account and you leave it for a while and then you take it back up. Things just start to go crazy. Especially, for example, if you have an old account that's sitting there, and then you create a new account, and the first thing that you're gonna do after not using it for a long time, to put a link in the bio and to change the profile picture and change the bio all kind of at the same time, all the flags keep coming on. Okay. Yeah. It seems like there's some. This happens a lot actually with Facebook not being able to link, which is kind of a weird thing. It happens to me as well with my account. My account is now linked to a different Facebook page because my original Facebook account got shut down because people think I'm a, Facebook thinks I did some weird things, which I never did, to be honest. But yeah, maybe the best thing is to really start fresh with a whole new account. Just create a new account. And the other thing that I wanted to get quickly into was that you said you took your best friends over and stuff like this. But when you tell your best friends or your close friends to join over to your new account, especially if those are people that you just know in real life, you have to really think about, are they really my target audience? Are they really, the people that you cater this thing to? Yeah. Well, I think you're just being super impatient because you have to grind it out. I just tell you how it is. Like when I started, I just think about the times back 3-4 years ago when I kind of was at your point. When I started, I did the exact same things, and it took me weeks to months until I slowly started seeing some progress. Just a couple of followers here and there. It slowly got to 5, 7 followers a day, 10 followers a day, 15 followers a day. Paired with posting content, it's a lot of work. I just tell you how it is, and I tell everybody here how it is. It is going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be super. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Thanks so much, man. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. This is what I love. Talk to people here. Yeah. Yeah. It's I tell you how it is. I see people get really kind of sad. Last time I got a lot of sad emails because I didn't pick them, and I'm really sorry about that. But it's just impossible sometimes. But I'm glad to have picked you. I'm gonna have to get going because we have another live stream running here. But yeah, I'll see you in the comment section. Hopefully, Okay, just post your account down below. I'm gonna try to do that. I can't guarantee it though. Okay, yeah, just spam it down below and yeah, say it's you. All right, man. It was really nice talking to you. Where are you at right now, by the way? Oh, I want to go there so bad, man. Interesting. All right, I'll see you later. I'll see you in the comments section. Don't forget that. All right, bye, dude. Okay, so party poopers, we're gonna end this live stream. We're gonna do maybe another a little bit later. We're gonna drop another person in. So you know what to do if you're watching just on Instagram. You're gonna hop over to the YouTube because quality is better, plus ad revenue. I just tell you, no, I don't even know. Wow. So, my friends, what's up? We're gonna go back to this scene. It's really nice talking to you. This is actually a nice job that I created here for myself, to be honest. And you could do that yourself too. So, Dominic, we didn't hear anything. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out another way, probably next time. So yeah. Anyway, it was really nice talking to my friend whose name I can't pronounce. But good. So, first thing we're gonna do. First thing I'm gonna go over, and it's getting really hot in here. I'll tell you how it is. Yeah. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna choose the account that I have chosen earlier. Share to story this video, whatever. Let's choose the account that I've chosen earlier, namely, which is, let me just check. Paste. No, this is the wrong paste. It's actually, the great thing about, in case you didn't know, you can copy stuff in your MacBook and then you just paste it on your iPhone and it's in there. It took me, I don't know, probably years to find that out. So, first account, and I'm just going to be reviewing it if you're here, okay? So tell me if you're here. First account is Bakar Designer. You know, you dropped. What did you do? You tagged me actually on Instagram, and yeah, you're like, you're never gonna pick me, and actually, yeah, actually I did. That's actually a very easy way to get me. Yeah. So here's what's gonna happen. This is you if you're here only. Okay. Bakar designer. If yes, I hope I'm gonna see you. If yes, I'm gonna pick you. Obviously, we're gonna wait for a few minutes. By the way, you can just drop your questions down below while we're waiting. Obviously, I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to have a party. Here to have a party. You know, and the first thing that you do at a party is actually say, "Cheers." Okay, there's somebody called Bakar Graphics, who I just had to bail out because of spamming. What's going on? Okay, I know what's going on, Bakar. Just another friendly reminder here. You do some very interesting, nice stopping signs. You know, stopping emojis. But apparently, the YouTube algorithm, there's 20 messages from you right now that I have to bail out because it says, "What? Attention, attention! You want to ban this guy?" Maybe I do, because today is super harsh edition. So, Bakar, you're here. Your graphic design goal is to reach 1,000 followers. First of all, why is that your goal? Why is that your goal, man? Why? That's all that you want to achieve in your life, you know, or with this account. You know, in the black file, we have a section about, you know, setting goals, because even though at first I thought it was kind of woo-woo shit. You're never gonna pick me too, though. Ha 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 ha. Maybe I will. Well, we're gonna see though. But yeah, first of all, I was like, yeah, whatever. Goal setting. All these people out there, they're just talking about goal setting. It's, you know, and then I should sit in a corner for 3 days without food. And this is when I'm gonna figure out what I should do. This is what I thought it was, but actually, goal setting is a really important step of, you know, getting somewhere. You know, I had to figure it out the hard way, like everything. You know, if you know, I wish I could tell you that I did have a lot of mentors, kind of in a way, but I was always kind of taking the things that they said with a little bit of a grain of salt. And you know, some things that I didn't want to believe, I just didn't believe. But I always, I always kind of, what's going on? YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, we'll see. So Bakar, here's what's up. Hey, my friend. So you're a graphic designer and you want to get to 1,000 followers. Why is that, first of all? You know, think about why do you want to get 1,000 followers? It's, you know, these things with these vanity metrics, I don't know what they mean. They don't really mean a lot. They just mean a little bit of social proof. They just mean, okay, you're on the right track. Yeah, it's mini goals. That's right. Akshay. It's right. Mini goals are important, are a very important part of the process. But yeah, if you want to tell me, if you want to drop in and show me your goals here in the stream, the best thing would be to really show me a little bit bigger goals, you know, because then we can kind of work on that. Because, you know, that's the thing that I always thought when I started out on Instagram. You know, getting 1,000 followers, I was like, oh, god damn, I have 1,000 followers. What's going on? It's wow, I can't wait. So I got 1,000 followers. Nothing changed. It was like, okay, 3K followers. Think about it. My hometown has about 2,000 people, so I would have 1,000 people more than my hometown. Guess what happened? Nothing really happened. Nothing different. Same thing goes with YouTube. I always thought, wow, 10,000 YouTube subscribers. This is gonna change everything. And yeah, nothing really happened. Same thing happened with 20K, and you know, guess what? With 30K as well. And I'm proud to announce today we actually hit the 32K mark, which yeah, just goes my thanks. My thanks go out to you. All of my thanks, obviously. So, creativity from another perspective. Life in an Illustrator, where you live in an Illustrator where you belong. Grateful to be sharing my world with you. So, you know, first of all, in your bio, tell people a little bit more, because why should people follow you? Is it because they get some, you know, obviously you can see down there what's gonna happen. You have some quick tutorials, which are great, and which you know, you do a lot of things right. Because if you watched my video yesterday, I talked about how, for example, carousels are really important because you want to up the social social signals that you give to Instagram. And guess what? One social signal, another social signal, another. So you're gonna want to try to maximize these things, which you're gonna do right here. Also, liking stuff, for example, plus the time that people spend in your profile and the interaction that people have with your profile. For example, if people give you, make you comments. So 5 Chrome extensions designer must have. You probably mean extensions, huh? Or is it called extinctions? Yeah, but whatever. It's okay. I do a lot of typos as well. But yeah, your captions, man. I know you're a designer. You want to have it look kind of slick. Tell you how it is. People are gonna read that, but just having caps there, just big letters as your caption. I wouldn't do that, to be honest. Just try to break it down a little bit differently to make people read more. Let me just check your comments. One comment. How many followers do you have? How many followers do you have? 250. Nice number, by the way. You could stay at that number. No. But yeah, so your feed design looks really great. It looks like it has the potential to have, to get to 100K, 250K. Your captions need work. Your hashtags, we're gonna have to see. By the way, we're gonna do some other in the future with our other live streams. I'm working right now together, obviously, with Hashtastic. If you know Hashtastic, the hashtag software that I use. And yeah, we're working on, or at least Hashtastic is working on a feature where you can figure out exactly on which hashtags you rank on. And this is going to change the game. I tell you how it is. So, I strongly advise you to go check out Hashtastic. It link is down below. It's an affiliate link, by the way. So, if you want to help a brother out, affiliate link is down below. Yeah, and they're going to implement that pretty soon, I guess. And I heard there's going to be some sweet deals for all the people who signed up through me. So we're going to have to wait and see about exactly the hashtags. But yeah, apart from the obvious, obviously you're a designer. You can see that within a second. I love your logo order. I have no idea what that means. Want a logo. Okay, this is what you mean. So a little bit logo order. Don't put this in. People don't know what this means. Make a call to action or something. And have a call to action in your bio if you want to go for selling stuff. If you want to go for, put in, graphic design inspiration or graphic design tutorials in there, probably as your name, graphic design / or graphic design tutorials and stuff like this. So people exactly know. And it's kind of like a little bit of a hack, because if people search in the search bar, they're going to find you if they search for tutorials or graphic design tutorials. So, yeah. Other than that, I have no idea how much you're growing right now. Compared to your followers, I think your engagement rate is okay-ish. It's 10%, but it could be a lot better, to be honest, because smaller profiles tend to have a lot higher, like to follower ratio, which is something that you should get checked out. Why do people not really like you? Because the higher, what's your reach? That would be interesting. What's your reach? Because usually if you have sub 1,000 followers, you should have pretty much 100% reach, right around that, at least 60 to 70% reach. So, take a look at that, maybe, yeah. And, growth tip, just go around to, watch my videos, go around in your target audience, in your target niche, and start interacting with other people's profiles. Don't automate it, and really make it, sit there for hours. This is how it's going to take. This is what it takes to start off. If you have something on IGTV, okay, pretty nice. Also track your IGTV length, the audience retention, because you're going to see what works or what doesn't work with the audience retention tool, which is something, a lot of people neglect, because you can just see when people are just fed up with your content. Anyway, I said we're going to have to do some, shorter ones today. So, yeah, basically this is what I have to tell you it looks amazing, yet it's a little bit unclear of what actually you want to do with it. Plus, why should I follow you? Just tell me this. Just put this in your bio, and optimize it a little bit. So let me just go back here to my software, which is kind of not working anymore. Put this away. Okay, somebody just wrote me. Somebody just wrote me, your lips, I love it. Yeah, greetings to you. Maybe I like your lips as well. So, yeah. So what's up? Let me go back to the comment section. I think I'm not supposed to touch this cable. This is why we might be having audio problems, to be honest. Yeah. So what's up? Dominic, are you crazy? Yeah, I'm crazy. That's what a lot of people tell me, and that's what I actually kind of like. Yeah. So what's going on? It's again kind of fast. Oh, okay. So I just remembered something. Next one, and this is something that I usually do, but I forgot for the past few times, is I'm a sneaky bee. Yeah. I can't say this because otherwise the ad that you're gonna, that you're about to be served is not gonna play. So let's check that. So I'm just gonna check something out after the commercial break. I always wanted to do that, to be honest. I always wanted to do that. I have no idea if that worked. I just wanted to press the button, actually, to be honest. So here's the thing where we're gonna do. Next person that I am going to review here, my friends, has to do the following. I'm just sneaky. I just tell you how it is, but I can live with that. I'm gonna post a post on Instagram. I'm gonna post a post. You're gonna have to like. You're gonna have to comment, and if you're lucky, I'm gonna be picking you. Okay, I'm gonna post this right now. If you don't know where to go, hey Dominic, which in case you didn't know, this is actually me. This is actually my full name. Hey Dominic. I just have this part of the name. That's about it. And yeah, my parents couldn't think of a full name for me. It makes no sense, right? Okay, so let me just post a picture right here that I have prepared for you. Station, whatever. I'm gonna share this right now, so you know what you have to do. This is not my picture. Shout out to this guy, by the way. Cool dude, I guess. There you go. Should be posted right now, so you know what you have to do. Go to this profile, and like and comment. What's going on? 27 likes, 8 comments after 20 seconds, 18 seconds. Oh man, I tell you what's up. So 51 like 41 comments. You guys are amazing dominators, huh? Wow. So okay, I'm just gonna take a random one right now. Maybe we're gonna take another one if you keep commenting. So random one. There you go. Picked one. It's going to be invest, earn, save. Could you just say hello in the comments? Invest, earn, save. Invest, earn, save. Yeah. Because you said something along the lines, finance to sell info products. 2 likes, interesting. You do some growth hacking. You do some weird things. Okay, so you want to sell some information products. There you go. Finance 11K. Info products. Yeah, I could tell you a lot about info products because I do have info products myself, actually, in case you didn't know. And yeah, there's a few things that I have to say about these things, about information products. Do we have a lag coming here? Do you still hear me? Because some people tell me they can't hear me. So, my girlfriend commented. Shout out, follow her if you saw it. So, okay, first of all, investing, finance, business. Okay, so first of all, you have a niche. you actually do have a niche because yeah, a lot of people don't have a niche. I approve of that niche. You really even not only invest in finance, but you want to educate people so people know right away. It's about education, about investing, about finance, business. I actually like that you put the business at the last point right here because that's kind of the broadest term. Um, just broke my heart, brother. I'm so sorry. Personal finance tips, money making methods. Follow the join the financial freedom journey. This, my friends, is how it's done. You know, man, why did I pick you? I wanted to tear you. I wanted to tear you. But no, this is actually how it's done. This has almost all of the points that are necessary to be in there. You know, you have a color scheme, even though I kind of like it, but and this is just nitpicking right here. But yeah, it kind of these things kind of start to get old, especially with those finance pages and stuff like this. They all seem to have this very very straightforward color scheme, so it kind of tends to get not boring, but kind of for the eye, kind of repetitive and stuff. So it's like very very monotone in a way. Just a little bit of other water. Yeah. So what about your comment? You have great, really great comment. You brought content. You telling stories in the form of carousels, which is great. You have a lot of comments. What do you do in terms of growing? Yo, Steven. It's Steven here. This is Steven's page. What's your growth method right now? What is the freedom movement? Read below. Really great. Really great. With these follow. I've had some tests where sometimes these were kind of deemed as being a spammer. Not 100% sure about that, but I did lots of tests, and some of them, concluded that things like that don't work anymore as well because they might cut down your reach. Yeah, free stocks, very interesting. And here's the thing. On YouTube, for example, this niche is growing like crazy just because there's so much money behind that, in terms of ad revenue and other things. So you might want to plan to start doing some video content, YouTube obviously, but also IGTV content because, you might have heard that you're going to be able to monetize your IGTV at least pretty soon, I guess. You did Facebook ads, shout out for shout outs. Okay, very good. Very good. And this is actually a niche where Facebook ads are actually really good to do. There you go. Sources of inspiration, really good. It really brings some value on the table. I just tell you how it is. And this is exactly what people are here for on your page. So really, you double down on that really well. Personal finance, financial freedom. Oh, come on. What's going on? Did I lose you? And yeah, let me just check if you're in the right spot right here. Help you success, money, business, finance, father. Okay, so I'm moving to YouTube, gonna leverage my audience. Yeah, here's the thing though. I've noticed that leveraging your audience in terms of you're bringing people over from Instagram to YouTube, vice versa, is not the best way to do it. Sometimes your conversion rate is usually gonna be really, really low. I notice on myself, for example. Whenever I do something on Instagram, if it's not a live stream, I've noticed that, even though a big chunk of the people come from my YouTube right now already, but these are just because YouTube and Instagram are just so different platforms. People sit down at home or somewhere to watch YouTube content, to consume YouTube content. Whereas on Instagram, mostly they're just trying to kill time. And this is what you always have to keep in mind, especially when creating content. It's just a different way people use the platform. But yeah. So you want to sell information products. Do you have an information product right now? Ted Finkelman asks, what app do you use to be able to split the phone and you are broadcasting? Yeah, I used to have the OBS thing, but now I have Streamlabs OBS. They gladly invited me for their beta, for their Mac beta. I don't get paid for saying this, but it's actually really great software. Yeah, it's gonna come out soon, I hope. But it's nice. I like it actually more than the stream or the OBS, whatever it's called. So do you already have an information product or no? Because you should you should slowly start to get into informational products. And start thinking about a funnel, making a funnel, a very easy Instagram funnel. Your audio is bad today. I only hear every third word. Well, that kind of sucks, to be honest. I was spending $5 a day. Now $20 a day. Okay, I'm assuming you mean $20 a day for for a growing Instagram Bible. Okay, is that what is that Instagram Bible? Is it a video course or a PDF or what is that? By the way, I started out the first information product, digital product, is one thing that I now give away for free, which is my 7 growth hacks, 5 growth hacks. I forgot about that. It took me about 2 days to write it. Okay, it's a PDF apparently. It took me about 2 days. Funeral. He's talking about a funnel. I'd love to go to over your funnels because that's what I like a lot. So drop me your funnel. It'd be interesting to see. Anyway, my first information products was a very short ebook that I took out. I just wanted to throw it out there and just wanted to sell it for a couple of bucks. I think $7 or something, or $17 at the beginning, and then I dropped it down to 10 because it wasn't as as well. Actually, to my surprise, and I had about 7,000 Instagram followers at that point, or 8,000 Instagram followers, and I threw it out there, and I made like in the first week or two, like $137. In the second week, $230 something. And this is when I was like, and we were at the beginning of our agency back at that time. We didn't have a lot of money back then. 3.5 years ago, or 3 years ago, and we just took this for buying food. To be honest, this is how this whole thing started. So, what's going on, dude? Do you have a funnel to show? We don't have time for that. My account stopped growing. February was the last time I gained any followers. Yeah, ask yourself, why is that? Did you do anything differently? What did you do differently? It could be a small thing. It just could be you logging into your account with a different phone, and then maybe trying to cut down your reach for a little bit to just see whether you're really a spammer or not. Because that's one thing that not a lot of people know. They cut down your reach, aka shadow ban, sometimes if they think you might be a spammer, but you're not. So they just try to see how you react. And if you don't react like a spammer, kind of like you're on a special watch, then they're not gonna do anything after some time. Especially if you keep playing by the rules. Click funnel. What's going on? Anybody have a funnel for me or not? Because otherwise, we're gonna pick another one to review here. I'll send you the funnel on Instagram. Oh, this is kind of hard, Instagram. Because could you send it here, please? Because I'm gonna lose this, and I'm sure there's a lot of DMs waiting, and it's just gonna be, Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm just stupid. I just go in there. Yeah, but another thing, my friend. What do you think about? You think I just, can click on this link? No, this is not how it happens. But thankfully, I can copy this here. Paste it in my computer, and then let me just change this here because my stream. I'm gonna get a Stream Deck, by the way. So we're gonna do the browser window here. So Instagram Bible. So first thing I can see, it's very small text. Very small text, very green. And here's what I figured out. Usually landing pages, they don't have to be beautiful. My best converting landing page, which is the landing page of the Instagram Startup Accelerator, if you're interested about that. It's super simple. It looks kind of scammy, but this actually looks scammy in a way because this picture is just cut out. Fix this. Plus, okay, people come there. There's a video warning due to increased demand. We can't guarantee the special price 17 after the first 100. Okay, this is nice. This is a scarcity element. I hope you're really warning. You're really meaning that and not just put this there because people are gonna find out. But one thing that it's missing is actually a strong call to action or something that makes people hooked. People are not gonna watch your video placeholder if they're not hooked. If they don't know exactly why for, and obviously, ideally there should be a funnel before that. On Instagram, for example, in my startup accelerator. In my startup accelerator, by the way, I talk about a Instagram funnel. Pretty much the only Instagram funnel that you need if you want to sell $97 products. Actually, I have a challenge for all of you who participate in that, who make $97 back, because the program costs $97 usually, sometimes $239 or something like this, or $79. But if you're able to make back this $97 using this funnel, you're gonna get put in a pot, and you can win something really great. Because not only the black file, I'm gonna have something really, really great in my mind right now. Can't talk about it right now, but it's something about an in-person event somewhere really nice. So, hopefully you have a funnel there. If not, check out the Instagram Startup Accelerator or the black file where I really break down all of my info product funnels. And so I give a complete detailed blueprint on how to grow an Instagram business. I did. Okay, you could put these things, you could put 2 or 3 of these pictures in a row because this is just super big. And, you always have to think people don't have an attention. Plus, here's the thing. Let me just think about that. If you funnel people over from Instagram, you obviously have to do this mobile first, which probably you have. In this case, it makes a little bit more sense. As you can see, there you go. And it's heavy on text, which is kind of good, but the text kind of starts really laid down. So you're gonna have to see how that's gonna convert. Is that you? Shout out to you. Ready to succeed. Yeah, it needs a little bit of optimization. Like I said, in my Instagram black file, I have my funnels in there from my agency, my funnel from my information products actually that you can just copy, throw them into ClickFunnels, and just change the wording, and you're good to go. And these are pre-validated by me, because okay, and this doesn't work yet, but yeah, let me know how that goes. It's really interesting to see your guys' products, and it's really interesting. I love talking about this stuff. So if you're really interested about, learning more about funnels, learning more about making money on Instagram, just comment down right now in the chat box because I love to talk about this. Selling this through DM. Yeah, DM is a really good, very good way to sell things on Instagram. It's built for mobile, not laptop optimized. Yeah, this is good, especially if you sell through Instagram. Try to have it mobile optimized. Really depends. What I do is, for example, if I retarget people with retargeting ads, I only retarget them still on desktop. Yeah. Sophie asks, what is a funnel? It's basically a sequence of events that you put people through to weed out those people who would not buy anyway, and to make them actually buy, to warm them up, to make people buy your stuff. For example. What is my overall conversion rate for traffic from my Instagram Startup Accelerator? It's actually super high. I didn't expect that. It's I think it's closely to 50%, to be honest. Which is really, really, or 40%, somewhere around 40%. But let me search that for you, and we can talk about this the next time. But it's really high, So for example, Startup Accelerator catered specifically for beginners, and if you're thinking about creating your own digital product, I say go for it, and don't reinvent the wheel, And for example, the Startup Accelerator program, it is for beginners. It's catered for beginners. It was actually just a way for me. I just talked about it to a friend of mine today. The whole thing, from idea to actually having everything done to getting the first sale, which on the first day of actually launching this without telling anybody about it before. Because on Thursday I had the idea at the evening, and on Sunday I think I launched it. And this is how fast things can be. Don't overcomplicate things. Made it about 5K in the first day. And right now about right around 5K every month. Through that right now, obviously it's just through organic things such as Instagram and YouTube. But with some paid ads, there could be a lot more leverage in that. Yeah. What's going on, party poopers? All the new people who came in. Oh, I have to go through viewer analytics or something, because I'm saying my stream health is kind of okay. If you can still hear me. What about the audio? Huh? Tell me about the audio. Yeah, we're still going to wait a little bit for the next person. What is your affiliate payout for selling the Instagram Starter Accelerator? Right now, I don't have an affiliate program anymore. Yeah, I could make one, actually. I have a lot of requests of people, getting affiliate payout. Yeah, I'm giving 50%, just what's going on. I just bought your IXA. I'm so excited. Yo, welcome. And, thanks for getting in. First of all, plus you are now officially in the pots to be able to win the black file, which is, as you saw, if you've seen earlier, it's a huge thing. It's something that I'm really proud of already, even before it's dropped. So yeah, there's going to be probably a affiliate program for the black file as well, but also for the Instagram Startup Accelerator. If people want to become affiliators for this, I'm willing to pay $50, 50%, audio good. Perfect. We have a lag though. I said this audio good about an hour and a half ago. I feel like it's hot in here. I have to lose my jacket for the next live. So we can hear you. Perfect. Audio sounds fine. Awesome. Audio is weird. See, this is the thing about the internet. So now let's pick another one. Thank you a lot, party poopers, for actually commenting so well on my post. I already have 300 likes here. We already have, what's going on? We already have, I can't see the comments. 246 comments. Thanks for making Instagram think I'm a spammer, probably, because things are weird. As you can see right here. 246 comments. There you go. One follow. Welcome to you, my friend. If you followed. So let's just go through a little bit through your comments and maybe pick somebody of you. Hey, Dom, remember that you said when you hit 80K followers, you'll visit Taiwan? I said that? I say a lot of things, but I remember, obviously, Mark. I remember. Mark was one of my first, I think you were one of my first subscribers here on YouTube, right? Because I remember that when I was still at the other office, the nice one up top, if you remember that. It was really, I remember those times. I remember you. I think I follow you on Instagram, actually. I forgot about that, but obviously I'm going to do that. Obviously. So, yeah, we're going to meet up for sure. It's my picture, Kakashka. Oh, yeah. Follow her. It's my girlfriend, just so you know. Otherwise, yeah. She wants to get some random followers who have nothing to do with her niche. But okay. Some people are happy. Shout out to Aero Manu, my friend. But we like the jacket. Yeah, what should I do? Investment earns. Oh, okay. We already did you. That's what they said. Yo, don't pick me. Influential mentor. And nice to meet you too, Bus Drive. Oscar. Great pick. What a lovely car. I would love a review. Oh, we should pick somebody, right? Okay. You just pick some random person. Okay. La 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 la. I'm gonna get a stream deck. We have to get some nice background music for these tense moments right here. So, House of Daily Laughter. Dominic, I need you, king. I'm gonna get a crown as well. House of Daily Laughter meme page, 1,000 follower views for 7 days, but 180 followers. I want to grow my followers. This is meant to become a brand. Perfect. There you go. House of Daily Laughter. So if you know, if you want to get your stuff reviewed, either drop it here or my comments, my friends, in the comments. So Mark Hong, yeah, I see you in this comment section as well. Of course, my friend. I remember you. So, Safe Haven, House of Daily Laughter. First of all, the first thing that I see, what about your profile picture? I get the concept, but I just can't see it. And there's a few reasons for that. First of all, it's just small. You know, Daily is really small. House of is kind of okay. Daily, you know, some people are not going to be able to read that. Plus, too much text, too small text, it's just going to drive people off because, you know, if people can't read that, you know, it just takes a split second for people to drop off. Now, also the word laughter, you know, it's kind of red, darkish red on black. Not the best. So, you know, definitely change something in your profile picture. Welcome home. I kind of like it. You know, it's okay. Safe haven. I understand what you're trying to say with this. But still put in a little bit more descriptive thing. You know, your first line is the most important line. Put something descriptive in there. Yeah, this is our house. So this is kind of a repetitive thing. Welcome home. This is our house. Few house rules. And then, yeah, press the blue button to become a member. So you start with the rules before actually telling people what this whole thing is about, you know? So, you know, before you tell about the rules, you know, really introduce people to your page. You know, put your unique selling point in there. And plus, as you could see, I'm gonna put this back again. You know, that's all they see here. You know, before the click more button. If you click more, laugh. DMs are always open, and the hashtags in there. Which, you know, to be honest, they don't do shit. At least not what I've noticed. So yeah. You know, like always, the bio. Try to optimize that a little bit. Now, talking about meme pages in general, what are you trying to do with that? You know, I mean, it's great to grow meme pages and to grow multiple meme pages alongside. And the thing, what I usually like the best is what's easier to grow is to have the meme page in a niche, obviously, because then it's easier to grow. Obviously, if I really, really funny content, it's okay. But just be aware, because you're reposting content, that Instagram has a content ID flagging system. At least they're developing it right now already, you know, because of the monetization thing. So, you know, so be aware of that. And another thing that I noticed, the quality is kind of the quality is okay. The quality of it's just of this video was kind of low. Drives people off. Really drives people off. So how do you grow? Let me take a look at how you grow. Okay, you put these here, the memes. Let me just check. Memes, thank me. Are you using the same hashtags all over again? Because if you are, you're using the same set of hashtags again in conjunction with you, you know, reposting content. I would not do that, just because Instagram algorithm. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my videos. Yeah. Now, here's what you could do to grow. Obviously, you're probably not going to want to hear that, but ads are a good bet. You know, engagement ads on, you know, drive engagement. And if you get good engagement, and this is where you're going to have to see about your meme pages. If you get good engagement, this is going to, you know, just a few ads at the beginning will give you that initial jump start and things are going to happen. So, yeah. what else do I have to say? Usually when growing what's it called? Meme pages. Try to grow more, try to grow a whole network of different meme pages and kind of have them play together because then you have more leverage. And yeah. So, what's there? Shout outs. There you go. These things they kind of look low quality. I just tell you how it is. They kind of look a little bit sketchy. So, like the first story highlight is shout outs, new name, all right, whatever. Nobody gives a damn about your name. I just tell you how it is. By the way, I love these logos as well. Actually better. Yeah. I understand what you're trying to do is, trying to grow with your audience, trying to establish a connection with your audience. But you have to be aware, especially smaller people on here. You have to be aware that nobody cares about your page, at least initially. They just care about the content that's on there. So, first of all, focus on that and focus on getting your conversion rate up. Because I think you said something, you had a lot of people come in, profile views come in, and then people didn't follow. It's probably because of the look and feel of your page and the whole branding behind that. And this is what I always call the conversion rate. And this is a huge, huge part of the Instagram Black File that we're launching on Monday. It's about getting this whole conversion rate up because this can mean a huge difference. If the conversion rate, meaning your profile, the whole text, is that optimized? Does that have a red line? Does that naturally lead people to click that blue button, like you say, which I, by the way, like, or not? Paired with the content, paired with the whole experience that people have and people experience that people get from your profile. So, yeah. If you can do that, you can up your conversion rate of your page, kind of see it as a landing page. What's your conversion rate on a landing page? What's your conversion rate on this profile right here? And yeah, it could be, it could be like, I've had people that had more than 50% conversion rate, meaning if 1,500 people came on their profiles, but the right kinds of people, because this is the other thing, where do you get those people from? 1,500 people came to the profile, half of that, however much that is, probably 750 or something, stuck. So, be aware of that. Voice cutting off again. Be aware of that, the profile actually, and the whole look and feel, and the whole thing has to play together. Okay? Right. So, let's go back. How long are we on already? 1 hour, 8 minutes. Wow. Look at that. Unfortunately, we can't take another one of you live in because when you're far from the mic, sometimes your voice fades. I understand. Probably the streaming the app has a cut out thing, a noise gate or something. Got dirty water, man. Tell you how it is. Probably not super healthy. Okay, so who are we gonna pick? Let's pick somebody of the comment page of here. Oh, let me check. There's something going on. Let me just check something here. Yeah, it's kind of slow here. It's really slow. What's going on? YouTube just told me to go to this tab. YouTube just told me to go to this tab, but the tab is empty for some reason. Nobody knows why. But yeah. So, who are we gonna pick? You know the rules. We're gonna pick somebody from the chat section right here. And please, my goal is to be great. Okay, I just wanted to say, what do you mean with that? But okay, I'm just gonna pick you because you said, please, my goal is to be great. But what does that mean? Okay, I kind of wanted to make fun of you. Hey, Dominic, are you on TikTok? Actually, I am. I had a video. Let me just hop on TikTok because it's been a while before I review your profile here. I hope you're gonna be great. That's what I'm gonna call you. So For the person that asked me, hey Dominic, are you on TikTok? Let me just show you something. Yes, I am, but no, I am not. Because to be honest, I'm not too much of a fan of this whole thing. I'm about to be releasing a video in 1 or 2 weeks about the whole TikTok thing, or a couple of videos about this, if you're interested. But yeah, I'm gonna just change this here. Might take to the TikTok. As you can see right here, I just have a couple of things on there. First thing being community guidelines violation. Just think about that, and I'm just gonna show you that right here. Oops, the video has been deleted for violating certain terms. See, and this is one thing why I think TikTok is just here. The video is somewhere on my YouTube or my Instagram. It's just me being funny, putting my own iPhone in the Apple Store and just acting like I steal it. And I say, this is how you're gonna get a free iPhone. You know, just be. And I actually went there, put my iPhone there, took the iPhone, pretended I stole it, and just walked out of there. I didn't see. You can see it on the video. Oh, you can't, because TikTok is just out of their minds. Right next to me was a security guy, kind of walking next to me, but he didn't bother. So maybe that actually is a hack, you know, for the people who managed to get out of there with their phones. But anyway, I did have, I just have bullshit videos because I still think right now, you know, it could change, obviously, but right now, mainly TikTok is just about some bullshit content, which is fine, I guess, for some things. But yeah, just me sleeping in my car while it drives me with very fast. Or another in my car. What else do I have? Sleeping in my airplane while the autopilot flies. Yeah, but I had actually one video go kind of viral with 1.3 million views. Come on, 1.3 million views. And let me just check that here. And 61K likes. And it's really interesting what goes on in the comment section when something like this happens. Yeah, kind of strange. We're going to talk about it on a video. But yeah, let me go back here to my friend called Contemporary Machinista. So, what's up? I hope you're still here with me. Say hello in the comment section. I probably have to wait a little bit because the lag is just too much for me. Let me just go out of Zoom here. Yeah, guys, follow me on TikTok. Maybe I'm gonna post some stuff. But actually, start to follow me on Twitch. Just do that. I haven't done a stream for a long time, but yeah, I'm thinking about doing some more relaxed streams there. You know, just whatever. You know, not Instagram related streams behind the scenes there. So Contemporary Machinista, where are you? Natalie Carter. Be a positive role model and spread kindness and share. This is actually, I am hello. You're hello. Hello, Natalie. Yeah. So you're trying to, you know, the thing that you tell me right now is really broad. So I have no idea exactly why, you know, why I should follow you, for example. Obviously, I'm all about positiveness and kindness. Sometimes, not always. Not always. But yeah, here's the thing. This is still, even though it might seem like it's kind of a niche or something, but this is still kind of broad, you know? It's like cater to everybody, which kind of means it's cater to nobody. So, okay, I can see home and lifestyle, blogger, believer, wife, mom of 3. Say hello to everybody. Sharing affordable style. Okay, there you go. And this is your niche, okay? I understand what's going on. So, really good. I like your caption. I kind of like your caption. Maybe you can try to maybe put some line breaks in there or something like this, just because it's a little bit easier to read, to be honest. And people are just gonna, you know how it's like. People are gonna be off within a split second of checking that, you know, checking out your profile. Now, so okay. Let me just check your comment here. Quarantine life with children can be. Okay, okay, your content is actually all right. You do a lot of things right, Natalie. Nice pictures, nice captions, which so many people neglect. Yeah, you know, I could go off on a rant on this picture, like, you know, what is this? But actually, it makes a lot of sense. Sometimes, you know, just having a short caption there, it's totally fine. enjoy yeah, and like a quote like that. Also, nice doc, by the way. So get to know me since okay, you're doing a lot of things right in terms of content. So content is your thing, apparently. This is really either you've learned that somewhere or you just have a gift probably. Content is your thing. Now, it's time for you to get a little bit of a red line through this whole content thing, What is the thing that you want to do? Do you just want to spread kindness? While obviously it's a good goal, but with what exactly do you want to spread kindness? Or if kindness is the end goal, what is the vehicle? Plus, what is actually the destination that you want people to get? By your kindness, whatever you want to do with this, because let me check. Do you have a blog or something? Because it kind of seems like you should have a blog, something like that. Yo, Nina Neumann. Yeah, my flying teacher, is that what it's called? Flight instructor, who's also my friend. His name is Neumann too. Shout out to him, I guess. So okay, you have a blog. Okay, so understandable. So there's a few things, a few things that you could do in terms of monetizing this whole thing. Because obviously you're doing so many things right in terms of a content perspective. In terms of an engagement perspective, you could need some tweaks. And first thing is that you're gonna have to figure out, first of all, why are you following 1,200 people? All of apparently it's possible that if you're actually following so many people, but still, if it's kind of all over the place, if you follow too many people, it might seem if I look at this profile, see 4.2k followers but 1,000 following, I'm like, okay, probably should did some follow or botting. If you did some botting, there's a few things to get you out of this mess. First of all, just by stop botting. Second of all, to really take a step back and try to figure out who are you catering to? Who really is your target audience? Okay, and starting to cater content there. Try to animate. Try to create content that actually animates and actually talks to this specific target audience that you have. And then you can see, okay, how many people are actually engaging, and what actually is your reach. That would be interesting to see what your reach is on your posts, because 43 likes is not so much. Obviously, it's a different kind of post. It's your dog as opposed to, for example, your family. But still, see this, and then the next part that you want to do is you're gonna want to track your content, pull all your content either in the Instagram app. There's a method for that as well, or pull it through a spreadsheet and track that and try to figure out what exactly do my best performing posts have in common. Try to figure something out. You're gonna figure something out, and then just focus on posting these things. Last time we had a few people where I gave them this exact same advice, and they messaged me. 2 or 3 people messaged me saying, this changed the game for me. Just a small tweak. So focus on that. After that, it's time for you to think about some, obviously some monetization things. You could do information products, obviously, Also, and this is the big thing here, the first opportunity for you is getting some brand deals, which I do, for example, have a very nice platform for getting brand deals at kitfluence.com. The link is down in the description. You sign up. Basically, you're going to create your media kit, where you see this is kind of like your page for yourself. You put your picture in, you put other brands that you worked with before, your stats that are always live, and you send them out to other people, to brands, other people, and getting brand deals just through that. And because I can see, just because you have great content, brands really might want to work with you more than you might think, to be honest. Also, affiliate marketing, just putting that out there. Think about your target audience and think about maybe there's a brand or some product that kind of caters to the same target audience, and then you can approach them to ask for some affiliate deals. And I can see you making some sweet revenue from your account. Actually, I love this picture, by the way. I love that everybody's genuinely laughing, actually. So, yeah, I'm going to like this here. So, yeah. So, really figure out what your best performing posts have in common. Oh, God, I want to go there so bad. Is that in Texas? Are you sure? Was that, or was that in, probably in California or in the other one? I want to go there too, but yeah, we can't go there right now. So, really figure that out. Content, like I said, is really great, Natalie. It's really great. And yeah, you're probably gonna be able to get some sweet brand deals just with this profile along with your blog. Yeah, that's the basic thing that I can say about this. So, greetings to your people at home, by the way. Oh, party poopers. We're gonna do one more just because it's hot. This time it's not Universal Studios. There you go. Last time was there. It was actually still behind a cast. That was kind of a few years ago. What? You said in one video that links are not good in your profile bio. How about another account of business they're mentioned? Now, there might have been a little bit of a confusion about me talking about links and stuff like that. That's this. Certain links can be bad in terms of getting your trust score down, if they're kind of flagged by the Instagram. But this is not the main problem people might have. The main problem is because you want to give the algorithm all the time data, good data, really good data. And especially when you have an account and you're trying to grow, you want to focus all of your efforts into the growth phase. And as you might know, people's attention spans are pretty much zero. And people come to your profile. For example, you have a link in there, or you have a tag to another profile in there. They click on that or on that link, and then this thing pops open and they're gone from your profile. And there just has to be something weird or whatever it is, they're gone. And chances are they're never gonna be back. For example, if they see you from the hashtag pages, for example, if you rank on the hashtag, they check out, they're like, nice content. I want to check out, his profile, for example. And then they see your profile and then they see a link in there and like, okay, still kind of interesting about the link. And they hit the link up. And guess what happens? Could be that they're gone. They get confused. They get kind of, just thrown off by something or whatever. And they're gone. And they forgot about you. And you're just gone for good. And you lost your team, your conversion rate being low. So this is the main reason why you don't want to have a link in your bio as long as possible. I don't have one in my bio right now, actually. In terms of when you want to sell something, DMs actually are a very good bet to do the whole selling phase because there's also a personal component. So we're gonna do a last one right here. Let me just check my Instagram again because yeah. It's kind of great to see that. Thanks for all of your comments. Should we take somebody of my comments, or should we take somebody of who mentioned? Who didn't mention? No, I'm not gonna do that today. Thanks for taking this amazing picture of me. There you go. Shout out to you. I remember you, by the way, from somewhere. Hey, Dominic. Right? Your name is Dominic as well. Double life on yeah, double life. Shout out to you. You're a growth hacker. I can tell. Hello, Moonart. You're patiently to be the chosen one. Who knows? There you go. It's me. It's you, Bakar Designer. House of Daily Laughter. Yeah, I reviewed your thing. We're gonna see who we're gonna choose. But before we're gonna choose, we're still gonna have a little bit of a chat because it's so hot in here. I don't have AC. I'm gonna move soon, by the way, anyway. So Stephen Kipex, who we I think reviewed earlier, micro commitment strategy for DM, story quiz, story polls, story question, DM people respond to all three. This is actually very good. Yeah, this is what you should do. This is how it's done. And yeah. Here's what's up. Oh, I just got something. I just saw something. Thanks a lot, Bruce Bleasdale, for $2. Let me just yeah, thanks a lot, man. I don't see your account information, to be honest. And for the other people, I see right now that there's some other people who have put some super chats in here. Thank you so much. Problem is, I didn't even notice that. The problem is you're gone. So yeah, I always try to kind of consider these donations, which I'm gonna donate myself anyway. But you know, you're just gone, so I'm really sorry about that. So, what's going on, party poopers? Are you ready for the last round of people of the last for the round of the last? See, I've been recording a lot of videos today. I've been doing a lot of cutting today, actually, for the black file. I still have like about 4 or 5 videos to cut. I tell you what's up. But yeah. Anyway, just so you know, in case you didn't know, if you're thinking about getting the black file, and you're like, okay, but I kind of still want to have the Instagram Startup Accelerator as well. Here's the thing. Startup Accelerator, usually it goes, depends on, you know, what time of the day or what date you're gonna get. It goes usually between 97 and 297. Today we have it super cheap, so check the link down in my description. This this very special discount is only here for another, I have no idea, but not long. Right after the live stream is over, we're gonna cut this whole thing and it's gonna be back to normal again. Plus, you're gonna enter a pot where you're gonna be able to win one of the spots for the Startup Accelerator, and we're actually gonna draw the winners on Sunday, you know. And yeah, some bird tweeted to me that on Sunday already some special people are gonna be granted access to the the black file, which is, by the way, if you don't know what that is, I'm not gonna tell you. You're supposed to know by now. So, you play poker, Dominic? No, I actually don't. But I have a friend who was a professional poker player. I have somewhere a podcast episode. Actually, the only podcast episode that I did was with him. He talked about, you know, playing poker. He was a professional poker player for years, and he was actually able to get some pretty sweet brand deals 15 years ago or something like that, before influencers were a thing, before Instagram. I think it was a really interesting conversation. So you know, be sure to check that out. It's called, I don't know what it's called, but it's a podcast. Just put in "Hey Dominic Podcast." You're gonna find that. Yeah, it's kind of a long form conversation. We talked about an hour or something like this. And yeah, I'm planning to do some other episodes, by the way. You know, just so you know, in case you were waiting, which I don't think so. You never know. You never know with the internet, because people are weird. Same as me. That's why I like it. So, who are we gonna pick, party poopers? Because this one's the last one. We know. Great. Damien Scarlett. I remember your name, by the way. Just bought IXA. Yo, welcome to the Startup Accelerator. You're gonna be in the draw to win the other thing. So we're gonna take one of you guys in a couple of minutes. We're gonna destroy you because it's over soon. As you can see, my water. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish this, so you're gonna have to stick with me until it's over. Yeah. So who are we gonna pick? If you know the rules, but you guys seem to know the rules pretty well, which is kind of nice. Of course, whenever I start to talk about this, you're gonna start flooding the comment section here, the chat section here. Please. You know, by the way, we what are you drinking? Water. It actually is water. Believe it or not, it's really dirty water, and it burns when you drink it. And if you drink a couple of those, you're gonna get dizzy for some reason. I have to call the health inspection because it's water from the sink. Okay, so who are we gonna pick? It's gonna be interesting. It's really gonna be interesting. Or are we gonna? Because this is so fast. I'm so sorry, people. we're just gonna take one of you guys who wrote me a comment. You know, I just tell you how it is. Let's go there. Let me check. You guys are crazy, by the way. You know, you're not called Dominators for no reason. Just take a look at this. I have 368 comments. Yeah, it's yeah. By the way, I just really picked a random picture for this one. So, oh, Krasavets. Yeah, I'm learning Russian. You said maybe do mine, please. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna take you, Face K. Yeah, I remember this guy. Obviously, as you can. Oh no, you're gone, dude. Was that your chance? Actually, was that your chance? Oh, there you go. I need this. Okay, there you go. In case you didn't notice, he did. Oh, thanks. I didn't see this, my friend. Did you write me? You know, sometimes you write stuff and I don't even see this. You got me fooled, and because of that, I'm not gonna pick you. Yeah. So, no, I'm gonna pick you. What's your thing? What do you want to do? You know, what's your thing? You know, so the strategy is spamming. Usually, it's not spamming, to be honest. But sometimes spamming leads to my to my attention, just because what's happening there, spamming as well. So first of all, you're followed by a somebody I know, a friend's girlfriend, I think she is, also from Vienna, I think. And tell me, what are you doing, Face K? Face K. Okay, are you trying to build a personal brand, or what is it? To build your personal brand. Rip chat. Yeah, rip the chat box. But I DM'd you. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep DMing me for the next session, which is gonna be next month. No, next week actually. Thursday, same time every day. Thursday. Rip. So what's your strategy, Face K? You have 1 minute. You have 1 minute to answer. I'm gonna be super harsh. Super harsh. You're gonna have to put a bucket next to you, because it's gonna be full with tears when I'm done. Okay, you're gonna build a personal brand. But what kind of personal brand? Be fiercely crazy, fierily creative. K thinks I do. K watches. K digital photo, whatever that is. Read and learn. Blog. Okay. But still, it's missing what you're actually doing. You know. It's missing what you're actually doing for me. You have really great content. You really have great content, man. Now let me see what's going on. You somewhere in. Okay. So why should an audience follow you? You know, been posting daily after a while, then I stopped and everything dropped. Okay, let's talk about this daily posting. I did research with can you tell me the hashtag staircase method? It's actually inside the my Instagram programs, in both of them. In the Startup Accelerator, it's in there obviously, and in the other one that's about to drop, there's gonna be a huge lesson about hashtag, about way more than you might even think about. You know, about the algorithm, about the hashtag methods. Anyway, what did I want to say? Yeah, for when I was researching the Instagram, the Kid Flints, I figured out that and this is where this whole algorithm thing comes from, that you have to feed the algorithm all the time data, because if you stop posting, meaning if you don't do anything for quite some time, you know, it's, you know, you're just not giving a lot of data to the algorithm. Because I figured out with my profile, I already forgot the numbers, but I didn't post for more than a week. I didn't even post a story for more than a week. My reach was about 150 people sometimes on some days, which is nothing, if you can see. Um, what do I see right now, Andres? Dominic, I just bought your course. Oh, you bought my course? This is usually more expensive to have my course. But my course, with the special offer, I don't get anything. The payment went successfully. Don't get anything. Just wait a little bit, my friend. I'm going to take a look into that, or one of my team. But usually, it could be that, if there's a lot of people getting it, who knows? Could be that emails are taking some time until you get the credentials. It just takes some time. Don't worry about it. And don't worry about it. You're going to get it. Plus, you're going to be in the draw for getting the other program. Maybe you're going to be 1 out of 5 people. So, what do I want to say? What did I want to say? Yeah, this is about the daily posting. But daily posting also consists of stories. And stories is actually what's going on. Where you actually build your personal brand, in my opinion. Because with the content, you draw people in. With the content, you're going to be able to rank. With the content, you're going to be able to hit the explore page. And people are going to see you. You have a niche. And with the story, the most underrated yet powerful technique or thing, you're going to be able to draw people in. You're going to be able to relate with people. This is a nice picture. You have a really great content. You do a lot of these things. I would not do this, right? Just right now saying this right off the cuff, but because there's some random things, and I know it's funny and it's kind of nice if you share these things, but really take a look at your story analytics whenever you do this, and take a look at your. Oh man, come on! I should not watch these things, but you should take a look at the drop off that you have, because if you have a high drop off of people, hitting the next button on the story or exiting your story. This is all going to be counted negatively towards you. And the more people interact with you, the longer people interact with you, the better it is for your stories. And at some point, you're going to be able to rank your stories in the explore page, which, it's this. I thought it was a better thing than it actually is when I figured out about it, but still. So, connect more with people. This is interesting that you say this. 3 years ago, and somebody asked me about the drop shipping. I started drop shipping with a Harry Potter style thing. And yeah, it was actually the first time ever I made some money online. Like $700 a day through Shopify back in the days, through drop shipping. Actually, this very same thing, and with Harry Potter and some other things. So, that's because stories views fell too. Before min was 5K min, now barely 500. Okay. And here's the thing. Instagram always tries to fuck with you, in the sense that they don't want spammers in there. And yeah, Vagabond Ed says, hey, last stream you said you would pick me next time because I was one of the only people following the rules. Are you still picking people? Well, here's the thing. I was not intending to, but I remember that actually. And thanks for bringing that up. I'm going to be picking you afterwards. So please show me your profile. Anyway, Instagram. So really think your story views drops, for example. But usually people think, okay, what did I do wrong? Right before these dropped. But this is not what Instagram does, because I have inside information. Actually, they have a lag on this whole thing. They have a whole lag. It's like, it could be 3 weeks before, it could be 2 months before you did something wrong, and 2 months later you're gonna get hit with this, cut down of reach or something. So, if it was going really great for you, really think about what could have been the reason, for that happening. Was it actually you playing against the rules, or did you change anything in your content, or did you just become boring? And are you maybe sometimes. Post reach fell drastically too. Maybe Shadowban. Yeah, could actually be. Cat could actually be. That you're Shadowbanned. There's so many things that there's a million things that you could do. But if you're Shadowbanned, don't worry. There's ways to get out of this. They're actually kind of complicated. But in the Black File, we're gonna have a whole lesson, a huge lesson about getting out of a Shadowban, plus actually getting back your engagement. Actually, so Vagabond, I'm waiting for you to tell me who you are. And yeah, and it's time to conclude this whole thing, I guess, because it's late. We're already almost 2 hours again. Come on, what's happening? I want it to be done, after 1 hour. No, just kidding. Glad that worked out for you, Vagabond. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. And this is the thing. I'm not, consciously not picking you guys. I'm just, it's just too much going on. FaceK says, I'm trying to improve my content. Now it's better than what I used to post. Here's the thing. This might be true for your own perception, but it might not be true for what people signed up for initially. You understand? This is why you have to track your data. Because, data never lies, and this is what you have to go with. So, Vagabond. Let's just go there. Vagabond. What's your info is above? Moroni, the creator. I don't find you. Did you ban me? Oh, there you go. There you go. At this scene right here. Moroni, the creator. It's kind of a good name. Hashtag stay tuned. I create things that scale. Okay. First thing being, I have no idea what it is about. First, you're a creator, but like what? What kind of creator? Talk about in there, instead of saying you're a creator, talk about exactly what kind of things you're creating. You create things that scale. What do you mean? You build businesses? Or do you build funnels? Or what? Or do you create scales? Are you, making scales, if you know what I mean? But actually, looking about it, there's one thing that's not you. It's not you. Are you sure? My info is above. Oh, it's not you. Oh, because you wrote it. Okay, Moroni, the creator. Still, I'm going to finish you a little bit. Actually, Vagabond, you tagged her. This is why I thought it's you. But yeah, there's one thing seriously wrong with your profile. There's something wrong with the phalange. Okay, and if you know what I'm talking about right now, drop it down below in the comments. I really, I would really be interested if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the phalange, you really have to, tweak things on the phalange. Probably you don't even have one, which is even weirder. But yeah, I kind of like the content. Biotext, my friend. Biotext, Moroni. Tell us what you're creating for. So, Vagabond, I don't want to discriminate here against Vagabond, my friend, because I promised it. And, yeah. So, Vagabond, who are you? I already lost you. That's not me. That's kind of nice. Thank you so much, man. At Hey Dominic. Okay, no, I'm sure at Hey Dominic it's not you. Oh, Morning, I just read your message. You said automotive lifestyle creator, content, build business that can scale as a creator, working with auto, fashion, and beauty brands, and provide advisory for creators. Okay, this is like three or four niches combined, which is kind of, in a way, not good to scale, to be honest. You just pick one thing. For example, my agency, my social media marketing agency, it's specifically focused on Instagram growth. That's it. And people always, especially when we started, people always said, but that's it? You can make a living out of that? Just growth, not even content, and just Instagram and not social media in general? Yeah, actually that's what makes the difference. So, where are you? Where are you? I lost you. Vagabonded. That's a Friends reference. Yeah, you're good. This is why I'm gonna pick you. This is why I've been waiting for you. So Vagabonded, we're gonna have to wrap this thing up really quick. I don't find your info. That's the problem. The chat box is just too much to me. What's going on? At least you have a yellow icon. I give you that, because then you hang up. But I don't find your stuff. So please drop me your name here in the chat box. Neumann Nina, Instagram coaching. This is great. You know, this is really great. Be free, go be free, and make a living out of it. And we don't have time today, but next time, please try again. I would love to review your profile because yeah, obviously, yeah, I know 100% for sure that you can make a living out of these things. About Instagram coaching, you can do all different things. Yeah, scaling this whole thing up online. I'm still waiting for you, Vagabonded, because I don't find your stuff. I don't find your you know, your Instagram handle. Natalie Carter, hey, what's up? I recognize you again. So we're gonna, you know, here's the thing, Morny. Once this thing is empty, this water. There you go. What do you say about this? Nice autofocus, huh? I'm not seeing it, Vagabonded. I'm not seeing it for some reason. Maybe you got shadow banned on YouTube comments. Maybe my moderator shadow banned you. So, 1 minute. No, super hard edition. You're literally spamming you. Probably that's the issue. Yeah. DM me on Instagram. I'm gonna try to find it just because it's you, because I promised and I'd like to hold my promises. Yo, Lucas Goldman. Hey Dom, how are you? I'm actually pretty fine. If you ask me, how are you? You know, how are you holding up, people? I hope you're still safe out there. I hope you're okay at home. Week number 3 or 4 at home. Nope, she didn't. Okay. Interesting, because Vagabond, it's, yeah. What's going on? Because I don't find you here in my, oh, there you go. There you go. I just found you. There you go. So, here's what's up. Like I said, starting with your profile picture, my friend. I actually like that because you have the same profile picture on YouTube apparently, and the great thing is it stands out. You know, I was able, you know, to see you. Dominic says, another Dominic said, take a sip. Of course, I'll take a sip for you, on you, man. What do you think of post scheduling? Yeah, it's why not? You know, why not if done officially through the Instagram Creator Studio or an official app. So, all pics taken on my iPhone 7, travel photographer, iPhone. Okay, nice. You do that good. Currently in Florence, Italy. Very beautiful city, by the way. Next, no clue. Well, featured on in the Florentine Business Insider Linktree. Okay, great. So, what do you want to do with your page? You know, why have you been featured? Let me check. It's a beautiful city. I was there at one time. I ate pizza, which was super expensive. That's all I can remember, to be honest. So, IXA site crashed, payment gone. Could be maybe that it just gone. You know, that it just doesn't work anymore. Let me just check really quick. Nah, I don't check. Whatever. If it's gone, it's gone. What should I do? So, okay. Question. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. You have a post where you have a lot of text in there. Another thing with a lot of text in there. Another thing with a lot of text in there. Now it's time for you to do a little bit of split testing because you're doing a post with a little bit less text, a post with a lot of text. Excuse me. And yeah, what you want to do is you want to do some split testing and seeing what kind of post gives you the best leverage. You know, what kind of post gives you the best, best engagement. Because you're gonna want to figure out, because you have great content. But apparently you're not growing, at least not what I see. Because or are you growing? Who knows? Because yeah, what you should do is figure out which of your posts are the best performing ones. And the way that I see it, I think I've been there. No, I've not been there. But the way I see it, you're gonna be able to grow a lot by getting featured on other pages. You know, you said you've been featured in Business Insider, and other stuff. But try to hit some collaborations with some other photographers and just stuff like this, and try to get features. Because yeah, accounts like this tend to grow fairly well. Wallpapers, yeah, that's great. Get people down with your wallpapers, because also, if people hit the screenshot button, Instagram knows that. They keep track of that as well. And yeah. One thing that's maybe missing is your face. I just tell you how it is. I love the style that you have. I love, the image quality and all of the pictures and stuff. But it's kind of missing some, what's it called? Some personal element. You know what I mean? And it would be a lot more interesting for people to see the person that actually takes pictures with the iPhone 7, how you take it with the iPhone 7. What do you do to take this picture? Because right now I was just scrolling through. I forgot that you were doing iPhone pictures, and I was like, even has kind of sometimes an analog vibe to it, which is really great. It's like you have some real film going on. So, focus a little bit more on you actually being the one to take pictures. It's not over. It's not over yet. I just hit the wrong button. So, but apparently it's a sign for me to say goodbye. So, ending this whole thing is be a little bit more on camera. Be a little bit more the person that people want to follow as the person who does iPhone photography, because it's really interesting. Maybe even you talking about some tips about iPhone, how you did things and stuff. Which, yeah. FaceK says Ixa payment was processed, but I didn't get anything since the website crashed. Thanks again, I guess, for crashing the website. But yeah, don't worry about it. If payment was processed, you're gonna get the link. If payment was not processed, yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna find a way to get you in there. Yeah. But what I wanted to say to Vagabond, you can even do some, workshops about this and online courses and coaching about iPhone photography, and yeah, posts about that. Maybe talk a little bit about posts, how you post, and just a little bit about the behind the scenes of this whole thing, because that might draw people in a little bit more, just because it's a little bit more interesting than that way. Because otherwise, it's just one of those accounts that take pictures with the iPhone, but but actually you focusing on what it actually takes to take pictures, because everybody has an iPhone 7 or at least a similar phone. So everybody actually has the potential to take pictures like this. I can even imagine some high ticket thing going on, some high ticket thing where you could teach maybe some marketing agencies or marketing departments or whatever, how to do that with iPhones, whoever it is. Because yeah, it's a skill. If people have that in a company, for example, they don't need to carry the gear and stuff, and then pretty much everybody can do pictures like you, which is good. So, that was it, my friends. The stream wanted to end. By itself. And what a surprise. It's almost over here. I take a zip for all of you guys who were tuning in on this fateful day, this fateful Thursday. As you might know, we're going to see each other on Thursday again. Let me take a zip again. And yeah, we're gonna see each other on Thursday. Until then, you're gonna be able to hit the comments a lot more on my videos. You can spam your accounts down below, because as you might have known from the beginning of this whole party, I take one of you guys and review them. Take them as the first person. Other than that, yeah, I just wanted to tell you I have a very special thing in the description. Now, I don't have anything anymore, apparently, because thing crashed. Who knows? I'm going to take a look into that. Other than that, I'm going to have a video in a couple of days, the last part of our 3-part series on how to grow and monetize your Instagram account. You can, take a sip of water for me. You can actually choose. You want to go more into the monetization process in the next video, or a little bit more different scope of growing, or with ads, or let me know in the comments right now. You can still tell me what exactly want to see. Wow, I'm allowed to spam. Okay, yeah, in this case, you're allowed to spam. It actually helps me maybe with the algorithm on YouTube, which we're all thankful for. And yeah, other than that, it was a pleasure. Cheers, my friends. I'm gonna say goodbye now. I know it's hard. It's really hard. So but somebody has to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna see you later. Bye bye, my friends. I'll see you later. I already said that. In case you didn't know my videos before, it's really hard for me to end videos. This is the ending of the video usually takes as long as filming the video. So I'm just gonna say goodbye, cut it. Here's to that, and have a nice Thursday. Bye bye. I hit the wrong button, so now that's it.